is Julie, and I'm your Wednesday vlogger on the Back to Basics Weight Loss Surgery channel. Our question this week is a good one for me because the question is, what do you plan to do? What are your plans for yourself for the next 2 months? For the last couple of months in the school year. I'm like thinking teacher. But the last 2 months of the year. And that's interesting because I have been going through a process in my head. And part of the process is trying to figure out how much I wanted to struggle with food. And that I don't know how to talk about that except to say that first of all, let me give you some background because I think this might be a little long. I hope not. But answering the question might be a little bit long. I had a vertical sleeve in September 8th, 2010. So it's been 4 years. I reached goal, I think in August of 2011. So just a little under a year. And then I maintained 165 pounds-ish. Between 165 and 175 for just about 3 years after the getting to goal. So that's like, but this past year, I've been doing a lot of thinking about life and food and my body and coming to terms with who I am as a person. And this is like a huge long thing, and I don't want to bore you with all of the huge details. But suffice it to say, I have, in order for me to stay at my lowest weight, I had to eat under 1,200 calories every day. I had to exercise, run, and not walk, right? Like run at least between 3 to 5 miles a day. And not that I wasn't enjoying it, because I do enjoy running, but I couldn't have wine, or I'd gain weight. I couldn't get off track ever, and it got to be the point. And I don't want this to be a debate about my journey or anybody else's journey, but it's been my journey and my trying to come to terms with my body and what's healthy for me, because this has been a long time coming. I think that when you go into weight loss surgery, you don't realize that you have all this mental work to do, and so you end up having a lot of mental work to do that includes how you treat food and what's healthy for you and what's a healthy amount of exercise for you, yada, yada, yada. I could go on. Long story short, and I don't want to debate this because I respect everybody else's journey, and I hope you'll respect mine. I don't think that exercising 6 days a week, 7 days a week is good for you. 3 days, fine. But the amount of exercise I was doing and the amount of weighing myself was not healthy. And the amount of competition, and that's the only way I can put it. Because I don't think that I put it out there that I was being competitive, but I was being competitive in here, which is not good. I got to be happy with me, Anyway, So this is a long way of saying I've gained weight. I'm not happy with where I am right now. But I had to stop the crazy constant dieting and constant exercising. It wasn't healthy. And so for about 4-5 months, I didn't do anything. No weighing, no. So I gained like 25 pounds. So my goal right now in the next 2 months, and I don't want to be where I am right now weight-wise. I think I could benefit from being healthier. For me, what I think is healthier. Not what the BMI scale says, not what the scale says it is, what I feel is healthier. And what I mentally think is healthier. I'd like to have wine once in a while. So my goal is to find a good medium ground. I don't know what that means. And so my journey is kind of like trying to figure that out right now for my weight. I don't want to be, I'd like to lose, I think 10 pounds, 10, 15 pounds. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what's going to be good. But I do know that I want to be able to go out and have a drink. I want to be able to participate in 5Ks when I want to. I don't know what that means for me, but I know I'm still figuring out that journey. And so that's been my goal. I've been kind of working on that in the past month or so, 2 months or so. And so I think I'm going to continue that. I want to have as normal as a Thanksgiving as my stomach will allow, because my stomach doesn't allow for much. I still can't eat that much. Doesn't mean that I will be at a normal BMI. I don't think so. Because to be at a normal BMI, I had to eat like 800 calories and exercise, X amount of blah, blah, blah. It was almost crazy, and it wasn't, for me, it wasn't healthy. So I'm doing mental work, and I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to figure out what is good for me. And so I hope that when you are thinking about your journey and you are thinking about what needs to be done, and when you get that nagging voice that wants to compete with other people, remember, everyone is different. We all are made up of very unique, wonderful individuals that we're not going to end up in the same place, and that's good. But we can support each other on our journeys, wherever that journey may lead us, right? So don't look at somebody else's journey and say, gosh, I wish I could be that person, because you're not. Thank goodness, right? And I really, really hope, if you're planning for these next 2 months to be like, I'm going to buckle down and ask yourself what you need. What do you need? Do you need to feel healthy? Is your eating out of control? What do you need for you to feel healthy and happy? That's the important thing. Healthy and happy. You don't really need to be a certain size to be happy, do you? I don't know. Just a thought. Okay, take care, everyone. I will see you next week.